Cedric seems to be quietly contemplating their current situation, and so is not inclined to indulge in conversation right now. The old wand doesn't seem to have any vitality left in it. The scraggly bushes of the dry brushland taper off to a hot, sandy desert as far as the eye can see to the west. To the east, Graham can see the sparse edge of Serenia's woods.
Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Where did that come from? What directory are we in?
Don't be wasting your time coming in here. Young man, I've done all I can for you. Now it's up to you. Well, anyway, I'm not going to be here for a little while. There's an emergency I have to attend to in a neighboring land. I'll try to keep an eye out for you, But this is something you and Cedric are going to have to do yourselves. I wish you the best, King Graham.
I appreciate all you've done, Crispin. I'll be on my way now.
The door to Crispin's house is now locked. The cool pond water quenches Graham's thirst.
Alright, so that was the introduction.
The sign seems self-explanatory enough. Enter at your own risk. An old hollow log lies in a small clearing before the gloomy forest. The wide dirt path ends at a crude warning sign placed before an ominous-looking forest. Beyond the sign, the path narrows to nothing more than a root and snarled trail. The entrance to the small house is through a crudely constructed door. Sitting on a stool in front of his house, a young gnome happily plays with an exquisite marionette. An old grandfather gnome sits contentedly on an old stump and smokes a large pipe while watching his grandson at play. In the distance to the north, Graham can see a lovely willow tree surrounded by a small pond.
I don't like strangers trespassing in my house.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy seems to be very shy and doesn't answer.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son. And I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment on its artistry. It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be. I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to. I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
The wide dirt path ends at a crude warning sign placed before an ominous-looking forest. Beyond the sign, the path narrows to nothing more than a root and snarled trail. Beyond the warning sign, the gnarled trees seem to close in, entangling and confusing all who dare enter here. The wide dirt path ends at a crude warning sign placed before an ominous-looking forest. Beyond the sign, the path narrows to nothing more than a root and snarled trail.
Right, we don't want to go into the forest, because if we do, Graham dies. Alright, that's the Weeping Willow.
To the north, Graham can see the gnarly edge of a deep, dark forest. There is a small pond here, near the edge of a dark forest. To the north, Graham can see the gnarly edge of a deep, dark forest. To the north, Graham can see the gnarly edge of a deep, dark forest.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her dances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Yes, she turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow. Please, don't bother me anymore. Let me weep in peace. Please, don't bother me anymore. Let me weep in peace.
To the north, Graham can see the gnarly edge of a deep, dark forest.
What's wrong, Graham? That salt water.
Cedric is too busy looking around and doesn't seem to be paying any attention to Graham at the moment.
Okay.
A colony of large ants parade up and down a huge anthill built amid some scrubby bushes.
Ooh, is that a new dance, Graham? The Boogaloo? Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert to the west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here. Ooh, is that a new dance, Graham? The Boogaloo?
No, not exactly. Just ants.